Am I live now? That's interesting. Alright, tablet. Why am I not showing myself live? Oh, wait. Hi there, me. I see myself now. Alright, let me get out of YouTube, because right now YouTube is making it really laggy. Or it's not. Starsector is not a big fan of what's going on right now. Okay. That should be good. And hopefully I can get back into the game. Granted that it doesn't freaking crash up on me, but... Alright, looks like... Looks smooth. Looks fine. Granted, okay. Maybe it's working? Hopefully. I think. I can stop playing Tomodachi as I focus on this. So, this is a bit of a... So anyone who's coming in and watching this is a bit of a spoiler in itself for the series, because this is a lot more stuff happened. I didn't release it just yet. And pretty much the big thing I want to do is actually react to the Endgame ships, which I still had to purchase. I already have one of them. Now, will it be able to load up properly and do a bunch of other stuff? Come on. It's slowly trudging through it, which is kind of concerning to me. Yeah, so a lot of things have happened from the so-called recording that I did. We did get one of the big ships that I was talking about. I doubt I'll actually use it in combat, but this is pretty big. But there's two other ships I need to go grab. However, I need to make space if I'm gonna grab them. I'm trying to figure out who to kind of store away. Right now, I'm debating about storing this one away for now. The only reason why I have them in my team is because I'm trying to level them. This one, pretty much, I didn't integrate them yet. I've been debating about this guy, but I could store it away for now. Only have one of these AI, these very specific Stardust AI cores, which I don't know how I normally get them, but I did nab one of these through my explorations. Yeah, so this is very unique, so I could put away this ship, though. I guess for now, so I can get space, so I can get the other two ships I'm talking about that I'm gonna actually react to. I could store these two away. I could also maybe get more of these guys too. Technically, I can buy another one from the special access store. This ship, yeah. So even though the UAF took one of these guys, I did salvage another one out on the base defense missions that I'm doing. Then obviously I also have this guy here. Now, granted that I have two of them, one of them I'm trying to work on, just trying to increase their ship legendary ranking and whatnot. This one is a bit of a spoiler, but it is a ship that I got from the queen herself. This one I'm just working on. This one this one I took, and this is from a very specific faction. And then I have these two just because they're useful for land invasion. This one is something I'm working on and leveling up. I could store this little guy away too. I only kept this guy around specifically for any sort of land invasion. And then I have these three, but I don't know about... Well, they do have a large capacity. These two are specifically fuel. This one's for my certain thing. Alright, so my question is, if I play you, can you go through it normally? Okay, looks like it's actually doing fine. Anyways, there's two giant ships I'm gonna grab and I'm gonna play around with for most of this stream. It's been a while since I actually touched this. I have not played heavily on Starsector because I've been trying to play catch up with all the episodes that I have being prepped and ready, and I need to release them. But for now, we're gonna throw all these things in here. There's a lot of guns that I've got to store in here. There's a lot of weapons that I've been hoarding. The fact that I had to empty them out right now is just something. Throwing all these fighters too. Apparently I had so much stuff. I'm flabbergasted at how much stuff that I got to store away. Alright, that should be most of the important stuff. I do have some other snippets. I guess I had a good chunk of blueprints too that I didn't use. So yeah, I've been doing a lot off screen, off recording. Or bits and pieces here and there, but for the ships we're gonna store. We're gonna store you two. Store away this little guy. Everyone else I'm still working with and playing around with. Huh? We're enemies with them? That's weird. Apparently there's a lot of stuff that I don't remember keeping tabs of. Valkyrians are okay with us. I guess MRC is not a big fan of us. The Alpha doesn't like us? Or they don't like me specifically? I just also realized the list on this thing is not as big. Granted that the 40k orcs have been slightly exterminated off my list. Heck are you guys? Oh, okay. Go ahead, came all the way over here. So, well, it's tradition for me to kind of harass these guys. Thinking about it, did I even grab AI cores on me? I don't think I did. Oh, I have a couple of them on me. So most of these planets within the UAF of mine should have been finalized in terms of their infrastructures and having AI cores in them. I'll double check again. Alright, before I even do anything, let me check this. I was like, why am I moving so slow? Usually I'm not that slow. So yeah, this should have a bunch of AIs on there. But I don't really need to do this one for the Sky Cities. However, I kind of want to wanted to have all the AI cores on there. No, stop pushing me. Oh no, it's pushing me to that. Oh shoot, how much money am I making? 3 million? In some time since I actually look at all these. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, yeah. Yeah, there's so many planets that I own. So, which one is this one? This one, yeah, I want to switch that out for an alpha. What other things can I put in here? Obviously, that didn't work. Don't think I can put any other huge thing in here. Alright, so that's that. Oh wait, that has an academy. I need to check for pilots too. I don't want pinning. Nope. Well, I could change up the behavior too. This is fire control though, which is heavy on ballistic and whatnot. I can nab them just for later. Could, but I'm not. Alright, so let me raid this and then let me go to... Out of both the ships I can get that's endgame, there's one from the Automata Queen. What's her name? It's Aria if you look at it closely, but it's like A3R1A? I think it's Severnaria or the Automata ship. I think I'm gonna get the one from the Queen first. I want that one since I don't think I need to worry about trying to put a pilot on there. Now since we're doing a raid on this, nothing too big, I could just raid the thing for the blueprints. We can do that. We get launched the raids, only lost like 37 Marines. And we got a Hammerhead Destroyer blueprint, which is kind of nice. Because this is the destroyer. Yeah, I haven't really took over this place just so I can raid it and get some stuff off of it. Now, we're going to New Aurora. I think we get playing around with these ships. Oh yeah, I'm also playing around with the Zanak MRC. That's being produced as well. Or at least the blueprint for it. Ow. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out where is a good place for me to test out these things. One, it's gonna take me a while to figure out how to refit these things. Actually, if I wait for a bit, I could get more money to buy the other ship too. Wait, where's the, This is the defense fleet. Oh man, I had to use a skill point for this. Oh well, I mean, I have a lot of it. Alright, the endgame reward. Oh, this is gonna cost 60 million, but I do have the money for that. Now, my question is, how many people do I need on this damn ship? Oh god, I need a lot. I also got people in the settlement too from here. I guess I should pick them up too. Take a look at that ship in a bit. Yeah, so I need to wait for a bit so I can try to buy that other ship too. However, since we're here, I might as well look at that ship because yeah. Oh gosh. Ooh, got built in. Okay. I can definitely change this around. These railguns I cannot change. These guns I can, but I need to go back to my home planet. These Weiss 2 are fine. However, I do have other things that would be better for it. These are built in from the looks of it since it's gray. Man, this thing is big. Suppression in the back. I would rather swap that out. This has multiple sections too. So I can make this super cheap. This is ballistic slot. Ooh, I can change those missiles out for something better though. I think one of my point defense would be good, and I can get rid of these two. Just put like one ordnance point on this. I can make this really nice. This only costs 3. Oh wait, because it's a section. I forgot. This is the main body, but then the section apparently only has 2 of them, which is on the side. It has its own little point. Nice, you can also grab some of these guys too. Oh, speaking of. No. I'm gonna have to wait. We're just gonna wait for a bit so I can buy the other ship too. That's a lot to fiddle around with. The ship in itself, looking at it. Dang, yeah, that flux energy is just... I cannot lower that down because of these guns. Granted that I don't want to lower it down. Most likely what I had to do is get the capacitors really up there. High up there. Wouldn't really worry heavily about the vents, but... yeah. Like this ship, for example. I really can't tackle that vent issue. But I'm now waiting for my paycheck so I can get the other ship that, what's her name? Charlotte? No, that's not her name. Who's your Robo Queen? Yeah, oh, it's R1A, which, if you look at it closely, it's Arya, in a sense, which kind of close to who the Queen is. Alright, so the Zaniac MRC class mobile armor is also finished over at my place. I'm just waiting for the month to pass by. Where's the defense fleet over here? I'm not seeing them. They're usually around here. Unless they're invisible to me. Oh yeah, I guess there's another ship that I should be getting to. It's the Nemesis. The Nemesis is a special automata ship too. What am I guys doing? Why is the colony crisis decreasing? Actually, I should be paying attention to that. That's a lot less tabs that I remember. What happened to all the factions? I know I had a lot more factions, unless they've been dying, and I haven't been paying attention to it. Weird. There's like only what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23? Come again, play catch up. Okay, there's not a lot of factions. I thought there was a lot. And come on, fix yourself. Yeah, it froze. Apparently you can still hear me, so I'll try to talk through this. And did you just crash or did you just minimize yourself? I think it minimized itself, but it's going wonky. Come on. Yeah, I think me adding the face camera is making it derp heavily. No, okay. We're back to normal. Hi. Yes. It is dropping his frames, though, from what I'm staring at. I was debating about doing this just because I was like, knowing my PC and knowing me pushing it with Starsector with all this stuff, I'm gonna act dumb. I'm still gonna try to do it, though. I'll try to do it, because the one thing I want to do is actually show you guys my reaction when I'm playing on with these giant-ass ships, because there's something else. Now, the only reason why I'm kind of waiting here is just because I'm waiting for my paycheck, and that should give me the last few bits of credits I need to pay off the last Endgame ship. Now, there's 3 big ones. 3. Now, don't freeze up on me again. Come on, trudge through it. Yeah, it decided to freeze up again. Okay, my camera isn't frozen, my game is frozen. So, there's 3 big ones. One of them is a transport ship, the one ship that helped get the UAF into the, what is it, Persian sector? Whatever it's called, the actual vanilla universe, galaxy of Starsector. Then there's the Savania, or whatever ship I just kind of pulled up earlier. That ship is very, very big. And then there's another one that was experimental but never got released, so... You know what? I'm gonna just fly around. Maybe that will help me. And the UAF music is very peaceful, though. I'm gonna kind of miss hanging around the UAF a good chunk, because now with me completing most of the stuff for the UAF. Alright, there's my paycheck. We got 60 million, so we're gonna get that last ship. And apparently some dummies are trying to raid me. No, I'm raiding them. Never mind. We're good. Where's that planet? So yeah, so the big thing is pretty much I'm gonna be, well, it's gonna take a while for the episode that I have to slowly play catch up and get to the point where I'm at right now. Alright, so the last ship that I'm grabbing is this thing over here. The Novaria, that's what it's called. It was an experimental ship. But we gotta buy it, we gotta do it. Now, I think the one thing I'm gonna have to do is... yeah, I think it's piloted by a bot. Holy shoot, okay, there was already a bot in there. Oh my gosh, hi there. Never mind, I'm gonna leave you as you are and not really mess around with you. Who are you? She's Empress. Okay. Wait, what's this? I shouldn't have toyed around with that. Anyways, let me actually take these babies and go back to my planet so I can actually refit them properly. Or, well, excuse me, not properly, because I'm going against the UAF doctrine. I'm gonna show them stuff that I know will be a bit more not as flux heavy, but that's a lot of Ludic cells being active. Ooh, okay, this is gonna be fun for me to play around with them. It's been a while since I've been itching to play Starsector again, but I've been holding it off because once again I was trying to play catch up with the episodes. But these big ship stars, they're gonna be interesting. One of them already has the pilot. Actually, before I even go to my main planet, I do need to stop by for this planet for the beach planet, so I can pick up Nemesis. Nemesis is another ship that kind of piqued my interest. And I have not played around with these. I have not played around with these two endgame ships. Never touched them before in my last gameplay too. And the ships from the... Oh, that's a big fleet. Oh, it's not even that big actually, looking at it. Oh, you really want to fight against... Oh no, they're running away from me. Let me see. Oh yeah, I also swapped up my... There is a video that I was doing talking about how to do blueprints and whatnot. I swapped up my fleet composition. So the privateers actually have some deadlier ships now. But anyways, that's not the entire point of me going over in this direction. We're trying to get the ships that I want to tour with. Now, I guess the one thing I didn't really emphasize a bit later. I mean, I'll get to a point where I'll stress on it, but there is I did increase the ship limit. You actually had to toy around with decoding to actually increase it. So I did toy around with that. I think it was something else I toyed around with. I think that's the only thing I actually mess around in terms of the setting. Then there's my trade fleet somewhere there as well. Ouch, I hit a rock. Now, just to make sure, when is that fleet that's supposed to bring 21 days, and where are they going exactly? 21 days, they're going to... Oh, they're going to that system. Alright, so we're going over here, Special Trade Zone. Special Trade Zone has a bunch of good deals. It does have a chance to refresh itself. I think I got the... Oh, I didn't even get that. I thought I grabbed this. I gotta have to work on that. I thought... Do I not have it? Hold up. I need to check something real quick. So, I thought... Oh yeah, I did get that blueprint. So the one blueprint that allows me to get these grade 2 ones, yeah, I did buy one. I'm trying to figure out why it looked like I didn't get them. Unless it refreshed over the course of time. So pretty much this blueprint right here allowed me to get the certain ships that are now in my fleet. Now I could get some of these other items too. I think these items for the colonies will be great. I'm gonna hold off on that. November blueprint. I didn't really grab this. I feel like I could maybe find this out and about. But the one thing I want to grab would be the Nemesis, which is over here. It's a ship that I have not seen before. Heard talks about it, but I want it. Or, excuse me, it's not called it's not called Nemesis. It's called the Black Sorceress. So I'm going to grab it. I could go +5. No, it's only gonna give me 1. I'm gonna grab that. I already grabbed. So these do restock in time. I'm trying to think of what other ships I wanted to play with. That's new. This is a standard super carrier. This one looks fun to play with. I cannot pronounce that for the life of me. You know what? I couldn't have it. I'm sitting on maybe getting this other ship here too. I already have one of them. Oh yeah, they also have their symbol too that kind of represents like represents their various factions. This has a huge flux thing, but I think the damage gave you update though. What other ship to grab? There's a bunch of ships. The sentries I have seen, but I think these are a bit special. Actually, no, I think I've seen a good chunk of these ones, yeah. Except some of this one like is unique. I haven't really seen this one. Ooh, just for the sake of being a bit diverse and not getting ships that I've already owned, I'm gonna grab this one. And then getting more CC, I'm gonna have to do that off screen. So we now have an entire fleet and we have... Oh wait, it went to the storage, didn't it? Oh, okay, hold on. Where are you? You're my storage, aren't you? Or did I pay for it? Oh wait, I better not have bought that and then it didn't really give it to me because my thing was filled up. Alright, what happens if I did select it? Look at storage. Did it go to the storage? I don't think it did because it's not popping up in storage. Alright, well, I'll figure that part out later if I accidentally, like, overdid it and I did not obtain it, so be it. And it's gonna take some time before I can actually play with these. I really wanted to use these ships right now, but I gotta figure out what they do. So my supplies aren't high. I realize I have a lot of fuel more than supplies. It's most likely because I also shoved them. Where did I shove them? Well, I mean, I got a lot of supplies after doing a lot of farming with these certain individuals in the other areas. So I don't need all this heavy machinery. Alright, so oh god, I'm gonna be sitting here for some time. Alright, the biggest thing, this thing. What? Okay, I could change your skills, but I think I'll leave it as it is because you purposely put it in this way. What's the Black Nemesis? Well, excuse me, Black Sorceress ability. Incantation sequence drastically alters the time flow of the Black Sorceress for 10 seconds while active. Disrupt incoming enemy missiles. Nearby mimic missiles. So this is actually useful, especially if you're doing the anomalous stuff. I did max out my well, spoilers, but I did max out my reputation with the with Pro, and he doesn't really do anything other than give you those missions types, and then you can fight against those mimics, and then you can get some key card access. But in terms of what this thing has, it has large hybrids, it has a medium hybrid, small hybrids, has a large universal, so it got technically 4 slots for large universal things. Ooh, what can I even do with you though? There's so many options. My question is, do I have enough to actually outfit these guys? This one's fully kitted out already. The vents... This is built in, so that's pretty nice. I could get rid of this. The disruption cannons are okay. They're okay, because this thing has disruption cannons, which... Well, no. They are the super disruption cannons. They're a bit different. They're edge type 4. What is this type? This is 3. So that one's a bit higher. Oh, it has these shock cannons. It has a range of 1,100. I could swap these out. I mean, once again, it's going to be hard for me to control the flux of this. So I could just do what I did with this ship and just kind of just focus on increasing capacitors and just put certain weapons that would definitely be handy. I don't think the ships have various different... No, it does have different subsections as well. So this one... This has disruption cannons in the back. It has built-in missiles. I can't really change that. I could change these to point defense guided. But in all honesty, I think this is fine as they are. In terms of what to put here or how to distribute this, I would have to sit on that. Oh wait, no, also it has fighters too. So if I want to, I can swap out these fighters. But these are... What sort of fighters are these? Since this is half reduced too, that's actually pretty nice, the half reduction part. What other parts are there? There's this subsection. All mod conflict, what is this conflicting with? Man, I'm gonna be here for... This is why I kind of wanted to stream it, because I'm gonna be here for a while just trying to figure out how to refit these things. Okay, I have 3 ships that I need to try to refit. Let's work with this one because I think this one I can try to manage. I say that now I'm struggling to figure out what I would do. Actually, no, I might do the same sort of setup that I did with Nara's ship, which is to... Oh yeah, I placed his ship all the way down here. And what I did was put the certain... Alright, let's test this out. So these two will be able to move. These ones are stationary. They can also use Thimibreeze too. Ooh. Decisions, trying to figure out how to make ship. We'll do that. For this middle one, I'll put, what's that one cannon that I'm using? This is a finisher? Oh yeah, I did buy a bunch of them. Because I was experimenting, trying to figure out some stuff. It's my usual cannon that I like using. That's kind of a 2-in-1 deal. The streamer, yes, I put you in there because you're a hybrid. Hybrid has a bit of a bonus. Okay, I need point defense on this, so this one I know what sort of point defense I'm going for, which is that 9-point laser thing. Or enter a PD. That one I'm gonna shove on the back too. For missiles, this is a hybrid too. These are small. You have a lot of small little slots here. I think this medium one can cover both of these, so I don't really need to put missiles here. I mean, anything here, but if I want to put missiles, I can. With a fighter bay, it doesn't get a reduction unlike that one ship, the Super Novaria. Or the Novaria. So this one... kind of want to give it these guys, the Wanzers, the Remnant one. They're pretty useful. So, in terms of hulls, it's going to be heavy on its energy-based weapon stuff, so I want to give it... I'm obviously going to give it the integrated targeting unit. That increases the range. Plasma... greater? Yes, this is the one that I tend to go for energy stuff. Now I could also give it the shrouded lens. I'll sit on that. For now, synergy. Nah, it's not really using synergy stuff, so I don't want to grab that. Yeah, let's get the shrouded lens. Then it technically already has a... No, I'm not gonna do that. I just read the little bits of it. Where I was like, yeah, you get this mod, it's going to freaking destroy your AI core. I'm not doing that. Operation. Hardened shields would be nice. I think this uses shields. Oh, I should be paying attention to its vents and whatnot. This isn't... Oh wait, if I do the math, 2,400. That's already being created from this alone, unless I put points in here, which I think I can really push it. I'm gonna get rid of the solo shielding. I think this can go to 55 in terms of its vents. Even then... Yeah, so I was able, even though this is still high, if you do the math, this isn't firing everything right off the bat. The way I did this too, I didn't really put... What is this, a small? It's small. So what I could do is do the same sort of format. Instead of putting tarantulas here, I could put gravitons as a means for harassment, since it's already got a lot of range on it. We could put these small hybrid ones as point defense. I think if I go for a graviton there, what's the... Isn't there... They're 9 cost too. Well, this specific one is, but not these ones. And then if I... We can take the fighters out for now. I can have some point defense here. That point defense I gave our ship resistant. Testing time. Alright, how well can you do against an onslaught? Okay, I think I can work with this. It's just that I need to start building in these things. So what the heck does that mean? The armor's low. Was it like that? Maybe it's because I need to fix it up. But yeah, I need to actually refit this. I think this is fine for now. God, now I'm looking at these ones. It's like these ones get to be a headache for me. Alright, yeah, this one's gonna be a giant headache for me. Alright, first things first, figuring out one section at a time. So this thing has this main body and 4 subsections. I can tackle these 4 subsections. So this one, I'm gonna put a tarantula on the back of it. I don't think I need to put anything else. Wait, can I put a tarantula back here? It should let me. No, it does not. The 9 cost I'm looking for. Yeah, it's not gonna let me. Let's undo that. So this is a very big ship, and me trying to figure out how to tackle this damn thing is giving me a slight headache. Oh gosh, alright, that's point defense up here. I could. I don't think. Is there a reduction? Okay, so the point defense is very specific. I think this one I can get away with doing a hybrid sort of point defense, which allows me to use the tarantulas, the PD tarantulas that I like going for, which is a 9 cost, which is handy because 1, they got range, 2, they're not as flux heavy, but that's if it fulfills the requirements, which is the fact that it has to be. Here, hold up. Why can I equip you on here but not there? Do I not have a lot of you? Oh wow, okay, I only have like 2 of them. But even then, that's on a hybrid. This is a hybrid. Why can't I see? Unless it got reduced. Oh yeah, I think this is reduced. What point would it be? It's a 5 cost. That's very cheap. Now my question is it the same over here too? That got reduced? I doubt it. I'm not seeing it regardless. So for the point defense on this, I may leave it as it is. Because I feel like these, actually, it's using the Arena 2s, which aren't bad. I feel like it could use something better. That's 47 points. I cannot tackle that stupid, I mean, I could try to at least get halfway to it. I don't know, actually. You know what? I could just ignore the vent, like how I did with my other ship, and then put everything in here. Now, how big do I want it? Actually, let me max this out and then see how I feel about it. Just to fill up the points, I'm gonna just shove some AI remnants dudes. Best way for me to figure this out is just take it onto the outfield. Now, with some of these simulation guys, I have no clue how they are. They're fighting them. I wish I could see, like, the enemies without damage. And with its flux, okay, getting up there is because of all the stuff that's firing. I have to vent, and it's getting its front ends destroyed. All these guys... What faction is this from? This is a very deadly space station. Now, I should manually pilot this, maybe I'll do a little bit more. It's not doing well against fighters. Blow off a section like this. You're retreating and you're not really emphasizing on your range. Alright, hold up. My question is... Okay, there's the integrated targeting system. Hey, Hybrids, I kind of need you to be my test dummy with this. Okay, the one thing I'm not liking is the fact that it's front is doing damage. Then again, I'm fighting against hybrids which are very dangerous. I say that, and then this guy has 3 goes to half. Because I have the range on him. This stuff's really high up there. I think the mantises are really good for energy stuff compared to these guys. These guys, if I use my out of it on them, that's a stupid amount of stuff. I'm not liking the fact that these front bits are getting damaged though. You don't have a lot of good point defense. They're the very tippy bit fronts. I couldn't really take care of a bunch of fighters with that one space station. Let's say it's able to hold it on its own again. It has good range, especially with the dual barrel gun. But the other gun, it had a short range. But I mean, it's not. I don't know. I'm getting mixed feelings about this. Alright, let's test out. What's another annoying, dangerous ship that would be. That's a ship that I don't. Actually. Let's go with this ship. Yeah, so the railguns are good for the distance. It takes a lot for them to reload. These other guns are fine too. I want to try to have some fire on the Okay, I think I know what I want to do with this. So the one thing is, it is able to withstand a good chunk of pressure. Its range isn't bad, however, I can make it better. The one thing is, especially here, because I was paying attention closely to this little bit, these things aren't really doing too much. Especially in terms of the distance, like it takes some time for it to fire. I want to make sure the point defense is really good here, because if I'm able to shoot everything before it comes onto the ship, that's great. If I lose this, kind of sucks, but at the very least, Wait, some of these look built in too. Why does it have anti-shield on the side? Okay, yeah, so for here I want to make sure that the point defense is really good, to the point where stealth doesn't really get towards the ship. If I'm able to have good point defense here, the bigger body can take care of whatever it needs to take care of. It is eating up a good chunk of weapon flux and shield flux, but I think it's more the weapon flux for this part. I don't really want to use these as much. These missiles, what are these missiles? They're like suppression missiles. I got something else for this missile type. Don't want to use swarms. Could use this. Oh, I don't have a lot of you guys. Dang it. I need to go buy some of those same missiles. The gate interceptor may not be bad. need a lot of stuff to really play around with this. I feel like this ship isn't too bad to literally work with. I don't have a lot of tarantulas on me. Yeah, I need to go request. I need to find the arms dealer and... Actually, hold up. Oh, you have a lot of guns here. Damn, that flux though, that is. Alright, these are mediums, they have 6 OP on them. This is the 10, this is the large. Anti-suppression, good against armored shit. Has a range of that. Point defense autocannons. Main body, the point defense is heavily on the side. In terms of forward guns. I think that's a point defense there with the missiles. Although it's... Oh, it's just a ballistic gun. These things have a range of what? 1,102. What I would want to do is most likely, since these are large slots, I'd have these. Where's my Botech weapon? Branch those off to the side, these guns. Now I need to figure out how this ship actually does things. For these missiles, I may want to show. These are a bit different. That's point defense. Actually, I should have left those as they are. I think they're fine. Yeah, I'll leave those as they were. What is this, a hybrid? A hybrid. I feel like these tarantulas would be fine to do with the point defense. Having the... I'll leave those blank for now. Oh, this is different. I should have realized that. Oh, they have these built-in ones too. That's a lot of flux it's using for the back. More of the fighters that it's releasing. Ooh, do I want the super bombers or do I want the faster? What sort of hulls would I even put on this backside? No, I can't put that because it has the Aurorian variant. Dang. This doesn't use shields, so heavy armor would be nice. I guess also to make it last longer, integrated hulls, reinforced bulkheads. In terms of solo shielding would do okay. Wait, what did I just do? Okay, so don't mess with that. I want to do expanded deck crew. Oh, that messes with that. Never mind. Dang. That works. Those reinforced bulkheads. Heavy armor. This has different sections of it, and I'm just trying to figure out how to go about it. But the sides are what has most of the fighters on there. Now the Veronica's is a... It seems alright, but I feel like if I give them the better guys, they would do better. Because they have a top speed of 305, these guys have a top speed of 250. All integrity is 600, I think these guys are better. 750, armor ratings 225, what is the difference? Oops, I meant to do that. There's two different fighter types. They have a shield, that's the difference. These guys don't have shields. Well, scratch that, this one has a shield. Actually looking at those ones. Front shield's 112. But these guys have... I can give them these variants. Yeah, that's not bad. Into that trade-off. Can increase this a bit more. So I think the backside is good. The main body, I can actually work with the flux energy with these two. Granted that I can try to reduce it, the problem would be the shield input as well. However, I'm trying to figure out why they have anti-shield guns this way. If I wanted to put something that's an all-round and decent, these would do it. They do cost a lot of ordnance points, but I'll do that to conserve stuff. There are gun placement in the front. I think for these ones, I don't have a lot of point defense though, but I don't have a lot of tarantulas to go around. And for this placement, I'm gonna put the where's my graviton? Yeah, I love to get a good graviton, but ions might be useful in this case. Now I could put more point defense on the small ballistic slots there. Might as well put something actually. I think I can make this work. Just out a bit. This one, that's a lot. I did not realize they had so many disruptive cannons here. It's a hybrid though. They also have cannons up here, but this is more point defense, which I don't think it's bad. Also has a built-in missile there. Let me see. I might change this out for that one. I need the hybrid ones. Actually, let's go with lasers. Yeah, that might actually be useful because the flux for it isn't that high. Not only that, now I can toy around with these fighters. Could leave them as they are or go with more Veronicas, maybe also grab... Oh wait, psh, why not just overload them with these guys? I just realized they have a shield too. The Omni Shield. That's why they were slightly annoying to deal with. This is built in, can't swap that out. I could swap this out, but I'm debating about that. These two, I'll leave them as they are. That was automated one. I think for this one, it's in the front. So I kind of want to... Interesting. Alright, what exactly is making it impossible? Random magazine works. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, that's fine. That fits. Yeah, of course that's gonna conflict. And this conflicts too. What doesn't? Do this conflict? Yeah, that does. What can I put on here? I don't have enough points to fully get this up there. Unless I swap out some of these things. I guess I could. Even though this might be okay flux-wise. Well, Point defense, that isn't gonna push this number stupidly high. Let's see, this is 0.8, that's a 0.5, that's also 3. Of course that conflicts with the mod. Hey! You know what? What happens if I tell you to auto-fit it? Can you fix this issue? No, you did worse. Oh god. I gotta swap all this stuff again. Recovery shuttles, okay. Alright, so this, you need up a lot of points. I'm tempted to put this custodian autonomous drone in there, because it does cost a ton. You know what? No, it doesn't have the range I'm looking for. How much flux do you need? A lot. I can put these two, that's fine. I can put... Okay, I'm gonna have to shove whatever I can on this, because this is taking me a long time to figure out. I'm gonna be here for a while. I haven't even really taken these guys on a joyride yet. Okay, that works. That does it. Okay, that's all I can shove in S-mod. I mean, in terms of mods, without really conflicting with stuff. Oh well, actually scratch that. Maybe let's try these two. Oh, yeah, they conflict. So, can't really do that. Yeah, expanded deck crew won't do anything. Alright, so that's a lot of points I still got. Okay. If I really want to, I could put all these hybrid weapons on there. The only problem with these guys is that they don't have shield on them. They are fast and they have good all on them. I still got 20 points. This is specifically on the side. I wonder how this works. I'm curious about why it's placed like this. Oh wait, let me go. How do I select you? Let me auto-fit you to this slot. And then hopefully this allows me to auto-fit the other one without any issue. Nope. Oh god, I'm gonna have to redo this one too. Now I gotta play. What did I put on the other one? With you two, I put Glass Doors. Okay, I could put that thing too. I might as well. Why is this 176? I did not put something on the other one, did not. What did I add? Oh yeah, the ECM stuff. That kind of increased it further. There are a few missiles that's being fired, so not too bad. 174 compared to 176. What's your top speed? 200? Those ships are faster by 50. They have an Omni Shield though. Armor rating is higher. I might as well have them. Plus them out, see how I feel about them. And then I guess for the autofit I'll put it here. Now the flux is slightly concerning, but that's if the ship can do it. We finally have this. Yeah, I had it for a while. How do I call it? I'll call you. But wait, there's a secret battle cruiser? That's interesting. I don't think I found that then, because there's. I know I found this one. I mean, I got it through the contacts. Also picked up the sorceress from the special access shop. I got the links. I got this cherry core, or that's what's its name. Well, yeah, the cherry core. But there's another cruiser that I'm missing. Okay, I think I finalized how I want this to be. I don't know. We'll test this out right now. Hit it in absolute plain sight. I don't think I found that. Now, since you're telling me this, now I'm actually dead set on trying to find it before I move on to any other mods. Dang. You put it in absolute plain sight. There's only a few places I could think of that I haven't really went through. I mean, I haven't really explored everywhere in the certain star systems. Could be there. I'm gonna have a look. Alright, so how am I gonna test this chip out? Wait, what the fuck happened? Oh wait, maybe I know why. I'm like, why is it just like that? Oh yeah, I had to run the simulation with the actual selected certain hull, I think. Oh, now you were. It took me a while to actually get all three of these ships too, because that's a lot of money. Oh dang, okay. I'm starting to like this shit. Okay, yeah, it kind of turns it. I was debating about putting those guns there. Just have the range on the environment. It's melting that. Honestly, you could just spare yourself the trouble and spawn it in. Out of curiosity, I could point it out to you on how to get it. I mean, you earned the super cap fair and square after all. That took forever to get there. Damn, the temptation there. I doubt I'll spawn it in. If you, yeah, you know what? You can share me on how to get it. I feel like it's through the. It's actually before you even share it. Is it through the memorial? I still need to figure out how to design this one. This one's actually gonna take me some time, or I need to actually buy the gun. That's 9,000 crew members. I need more crew members for this. Luckily, I have a big paycheck. I haven't used it. Is seriously through there? I haven't used her services as much. I used it maybe twice already to swap. I knew there was something fishy with the Nova Docs, but I used it once for this to convert. Actually, I used it twice because I also did it for the links too. Thinking about it, where's the pilot that was to get shoved on you? Oh yeah, I was getting to shove Yumi into this little ship. Slovenia's guns are intentionally hot because nuclear rounds are actively above 50% flux. Figured. Yeah, this one, it's more like I need to get the certain weapons that I kind of want to slap on here. Like, I can't deal with that. I mean, I can tolerate it. I just need to put a lot of capacitors on there and then configure some other things. I mean, that's pretty. I feel like for me to get the most out of this is if I pilot it myself and kind of keep it out of distance. It is. I mean, I tested out earlier where it went against some of the Hiver ships and it did pretty well, but it. Yeah, the flux for the energy and whatnot is just high up there. And then this also has a bit of shields too. But I mean, it is what it is. If that's how you want to design the ship, I'm not gonna say much. I'm here to consume and enjoy. So, like, half of it's kinetic piercing round, the other half is nuclear rounds. You could also let the. Wait, you can get her? I thought you can't get her. You can get her? Alright, now I'm curious of how much stuff actually went through. Granted that I didn't release all my video recorded stuff. Because I got all of the contacts to 100%. I went through the links upgrades. Oh, it's doing it honestly, that's why it's taking a while. I picked up several pilots, especially the one with the what's the one? That missile one. That apparently, oh yeah, the Simibreeze are now tracking you. I'm just enjoying the UAF mod. I shout out to you for making it and putting a lot of work into it. I am looking forward to the future development of it as well. Just a blast, especially with some of the oh shoot, this is like a light novel. Or excuse me, it's like one of the games. Yeah, I guess it's like a light novel or whatever those sort of games are called. Where you go through the dialogue choices and be like, oh yeah. Yeah, she almost killed me too, by the way. Sylvie almost killed me. I will not forget that. And I did nothing wrong. Did nothing wrong. Oh, I guess my question is, well, knowing that the anomalous mission was, I guess, the newer thing that you decided to add to the mod, I'm guessing Crow and Mantis will later pop up here and there. I tried to back then, but I guess I'll go visit her right now then. Well, hold up. Come on, brain, work with me. There was something I had to pay attention to that was about to attack my colonies. 14 days. Alright, let me go intercept that. I guess I can take the ships on a little test run against actual enemies. I feel like the enemies are just gonna get wrecked though. They're not gonna survive. Where's my one system? It's not that one. Which way are they coming from? That is very light for me to figure out. Well, I'm pretty much gonna wait out here in hyperspace. Yeah, it's all coming in slowly. I'm on my final phase of finalizing. Oh, dang, the UAF lineup. Yeah, there's a lot of unique stuff like the Black Sorceress. And then the Empress. The one that surprised me the most. Oh, there she is. Her. Persephone? Natasha? Yeah, I did not. I think back then when I played with the UAF, when I was doing contact with. What's her name? Alexandria. I don't remember her popping up. I was just very surprised that one, there's like a better ship compared to what I've been using with the Semi-Breeze. Then it came with a pilot too. That came left field. I was like, oh dang. As I'm on the phase, it gave me enough room to slowly insert lore and stuff into it. Oh yeah, I did record a good chunk of the text. I remember I was like going through the dialogue and trying to exhaust it, and then the queen in how do you do it? AER1A. It's pretty much Arya for the Automata queen. Like, they had a lot of dialogue. I was like, what is this? The Princess Snow story is coming up next. The next major update is all about her. Oh, nice. Yeah, I was just surprised, like, Alexandria was like, yeah, here's a pilot. Here's a ship. I was like, oh. And not only that, that pilot, I remember the first time I interacted with her, it gave me flashbacks to what I did with Mantis, so I was like straightforward with her. I was like, yeah, let me just not ask anything about you. Thank you for joining us. People like it. Oh yeah, the cat chase scene is really just... I mean, it was a good good well, granted that I kind of went out of sync since what did I first do? Like when I was doing Captain X's gameplay, I was like, you know, did the lingering whispers and then did 2 pilots and they popped up. I didn't expect the Lynx one. The Lynx one was a shocking surprise for me. And then that Cat Story 2 was, or that cat minigame was a slight surprise as well. Oh wait, I don't have any more space. Alright, let's see how my, let's see how these new ships, just wreck everything. Let's just focus on... I'm not gonna bring Persephone. There's a high chance she might accidentally kill all my ships. Okay, this... Don't want this. Let me go ×1 for now, because I want to see, well, 1, I kind of increased the cap a bit further out, so, and I will see how that plays out. And then, yeah, you can really feel a lot in the UAF placeholders, right? Including the tar grind. I would say it's not bad with the contacts in terms... I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a grind. But that is kind of what it is, especially if you want to unlock some stuff. From what I feel like, especially with what Starsector has kind of pushed. Good chance, like normal vanilla true Starsector, with like how, especially when you do the gate missions, you have to do a grind to get past the point where like the head academy person was going to talk to you and whatnot. So I didn't really mind that. It did surprise me when I talked to, what was it? I don't know, some of the contacts. When I talked to them about some quest missions, it gave me very dangerous opponents to deal with. And I was like, what is this? What am I doing with? What am I attacking this? Oh, wow. Oh, wait. Those 3 are actually up there. Alright, let's see if I decide to go on ×2. Let's see how this plays out. Oh god, that's a lot of shit. You know what? Let's stick with ×1 as I just casually talk and just relax and watch all this nonsense. Oh gosh, don't game, please. Very tempted to just go on ×2, but I'll let it play on ×1. Okay, yeah, the Black Source is actually getting her butt handed to her slightly. She's kind of charging in with the stuff that I gave her. Yeah, I think these 2 were kind of fast going right into the mess of things. So, yeah. Alright, anyways, going back to the chat. Personally, to me, I do like the cutscenes and the dialogue and the thing. Well, I guess with some of the... chat and the certain long, lengthy interactions that happen, if you could put them into scenes, like how you did with the cat scene, that would be pretty nice. Instead of just reading a bunch of text about... What was the one? Like, you were being a bodyguard for the queen for a bit. Like, that one would have been nice to see it actually play out instead of just text describing it. But that's just me. I understand that, especially when making stuff, it takes a while to add those sort of scenes or like really flesh it out. So, reading all that lore bit is fun. is with my super captain, the pilot is by the respective avatars or officers. They're all for significant features. As you can see here on the screen, at the moment Starsector doesn't allow you to inspect them closely. Yeah, that's what I tried to do. Like for Stephanie, Natasha, I decided to leave her with her custom ship. Now, I think the 3 pilots that I'm familiar with, or may use, who's the other one? I think Yasuki is one of them. And then, who's the blonde? I don't remember her name. Those 3 that I was able to pick up, do they actually have a certain flag ship? I mean, obviously if you read their abilities, it kind of gets out what sort of ship you put them on. But I haven't figured out if there's a certain ship that you really want. Yeah, looking forward to the future when I get to actually look at the show. I'm looking forward to it. I am enjoying UAF and discovering stuff. Once again, I haven't really released a set episode yet about it, but I had a blast kind of like discovering the new things. It took a while to go through a lot of the hidden dialogues and just chat with people. Alright, let me go on ×2. What? I like how some of this shit kind of behaves in a certain way, where it's like, okay, well, you just said, like, if I get their main pilots, and it's going to be like that. Because this one has been, like, off to the side. I made Nara, well, one of my online pal, Nara. He liked the design of the ship, because I was, like, asking all my pals, like, hey, what ship do you want me to use? How do you want me to construct it? So, Nara liked the design of this ship, so I ended up grabbing it, and then I asked him, like, hey, how do you want me to design it? He's like, oh, give a bunch of lasers. I was like, alright, let's see if I can toy around with it. And then it got to a point where I just made a bunch of lasers with it, and dang. I feel like that's a bit of an overkill of what we did. The one ship that got our ship did take a good chunk of damage. Everything else is just combat readiness just decreased. Looking at the Bavaria, that eats up a lot of the combat readiness. Might need to actually toy around with the mods for it, get the systems on it. Yeah, the only one that actually made retreat was this one. It didn't take too much damage. I just didn't like how it kind of slowly charged into it. I might have to toy around with the weapons on that one. But yeah, I might make some goofy, dumb videos later with the UAF, especially with the Forza Arena too. I really like this damn shit. But anyways, I think I took care of the invasion fleet, so I can go back and figure out where to find that hidden super carrier. Yeah, I can go back into my system. Goodbye. Shoot. Do not touch my system. Thank you very much. Has always been a fan favorite since the mod release. I've sworn to myself that I'll never let anyone change the stat, even myself. It's a coincidental perfect battle cruiser that's actually fun. Yeah. I remember I was playing around with it in the past too. Granted that I kind of like to acquire it. Yeah, good question. How did I acquire it in my past gameplay? I think I kind of spawned in with it. Yeah, I remember I played around with it, but the Forza Arena Mark II, that ship, I know I didn't play it in my last one, but after getting back into the UAF and Starsector, it became a ship that I kind of, yeah, I low-key love it, since I'm always grabbing it. And I'm doing so much, like, tankiness with it. Granted that I can't tank, well, with what I, or how I built it, it can tank at least one semi-breeze, maybe two, but yeah, nah, you know, charging into one of those, that was something. I do have some recordings of it because when I was doing the anomalous quest stuff and got close to 100 rep, yeah, nah, I fought against some of those mimics with semi-breeze. That wasn't fun. I was terrified. Oh. I had to do 50. Oh, wow. It kind of made sense because I felt like there was a bit more needed to do with the Nova drive docks. And I knew that there was something behind it. It's just that I didn't know what was the specifics. But yeah, that kind of makes sense for that ship to be hidden in that way. Pretty smart though. I would say that it is in plain sight. It's one of those like sort of gimmicks, especially in like gacha games or something, or some other little snippets, like some. Actually, think about it. It's like a quest line in a searching game where it's like, yeah, you can get something nice if you do these services 50 times. I doubt I would have got. Yeah, in all honesty, I doubt I would have figured it out, unless I looked into it. Especially since I know I'm not going to use that service that much. Well, I guess I have to ask, in terms of services, does it have to be like the conversion or just like 50 sort of exchanges of any sort with the Nova Docks and with Mayu? Okay. I just realized. What? I need more. Yeah, I have a fair amount of coins, but 50 sort of exchanges. Services. I'm trying to figure out what sort of services I need. Because I only use it twice. Oh, okay, so that counts. Oh yeah, I forgot I could do that. I'm so used to the other modded stuff that I have that I forgot that it does have that. Oh. Okay, that kind of explains it too. Huh. Oh, yeah, that does kind of play into it, doesn't it? Huh. Good to know. Oh gosh. Oh wait, it does increase their reputation too? Oh, that's good to know as well. Alright, looks like I had to get a bunch of broken ships then. And hopefully I have enough coins too. Okay. I do have a couple ships. I need it. I do have a couple ships that could use some fixing up and fine-tuning. I'm gonna have to store some ships away though. Let me actually swap my thing, because I decided to try the 1000. I think I'm sticking with 600. Though it's bearable for the ships to be, Yeah, let me go over here real quick and just shove some of my ships in there. And then I know there's a couple ships that need fixing that's in there, unless I took all of them out. He's actually a placeholder NPC for the Evo feature. Eventually, Nova Drive Yard will be placed to request and build ships. Or fix stuff. Okay. Well, I kind of figured it, especially since it's a dock. It looks like a dock too, where it's like ships can kind of go in and whatnot. I'm trying to think of some other things I remember with the UAF stuff. No, I don't think I have anything specific. It is so nice to just listen to the calm music. Granted that I am friendly with it. You did tell me to find... Oh. Does her fleet disappear every now and then? Because I haven't seen her fleet around here. Which is weird, because I saw it, like, on my past recordings, and then when I start this up, it's like, where is she? Yeah. Where is her ship? Or her fleet? Yeah, that's kind of why I suggested to cheat in the boat you reach the end of UAF Mod in my eyes. Ah, okay. I hope I can also include the option to submit salvage ships, weapons, items in return for money or coin, or access to better ships. Brain's trying to work. Why am I here? Yeah, good question. Why am I here? Oh wow, really? Huh. Unfortunately, her fleet were still in legacy codes and not updated for years. She will linger and wander off by herself over time if the game lasted this too long. Good to know! Oh shoot! Damn it! Okay, there's somewhere. How much? I have a lot of supply there. I'm not too worried about that. In terms of finding her, that's a good question. How am I gonna find her? I'm going ×2, so it's bearable for me to hit the fast forward. So she's somewhere. Okay. I thought she ran away because of all the shenanigans I did with the space defense. That's not where I want to go. I need to go over here. Maybe I could actually try that. Maybe. Alright, so ships that I have here. Fair amount of D-mods on them. So what am I gonna... I'm gonna store you for now. You... let me just use a bit of coin and whatnot. Yeah, this gameplay is pretty... I don't know when I actually started, but it's been years in game. Getting through a lot of the UAF stuff took some time, especially with me having to go through the gate system too and unlocking that was a long time. Like, in terms of my recordings and what I'm uploading, it's only like, well, one is, I think it's like a month and a half late, but it's taking me some time to try to compact them, edit it, and then, yeah, it's just a fair amount of stuff to really dab at. But what you're seeing now is pretty much what I am doing up to date and whatnot, and yeah, it took a while to just get to this point with the UAF. I had a blast going through it though. they'll question why they sent me to go against like Omega ships and a bunch of Remnant ships one time. I was staring at it. I was like, if I didn't know how to play Starsector and I stared at this, that would be terrifying to deal with. Because it was the Terrasect guys that I had to go hunt down and deal with. Well, granted that I got some of the ships, especially the automated one. What's the ship name called? I'll pull it up in a bit. I need more coins. Oh, did she remove all of them? Oh, that's actually. Wait a second. Okay, my question is, in terms of the service number count, is this action in itself just one? Or does it count the number of D-mods that you are doing? Because if each one of these transactions is just one in itself, that's gonna take me some time for me to... Wait. Honestly, I call it a personal victory to see you enjoy the mod and play this long to explore, so thank you for that. Well, hey, you do have enough story points to brute force it, but you need more CC unless you expand frigates. You'll fix everything per transaction. Oh no, I meant like for her... what was it? In terms of the ship to unlock, does each one of these count as one service? Or is the service in terms of how many D-mods you're removing? I'm leaning more towards the former though. I could brute force it. Okay, so it's one per service, so it doesn't matter how many D-mods I have. If I do that sort of thing, it's just one service. Alright. I'm gonna have to try to remember how many times I do this. Yeah, I don't have a lot of ships where I can get this all patched up. This is gonna take a bit of a grind off screen later too. Oh wait, why am I using that? No. Yep, I'm gonna have to do this a bit off screen. What else can I do? I guess I could do a space defense. That would, well, have to be careful. Don't want to do it with the UAF because there's a high chance that the fleets that's gonna pop in are gonna be very dangerous. I'll go to my colonies instead to do it. Or actually, since I'm here, I might as well try to find Sylvie. It doesn't consume your SP, it refunds it. Ah. Yeah, where is she? Alright, let me transfer these ships and put them back over here for now and get the other guys I stored in here. Then let me reorganize this. Oh wait, the ship goes this way. This is a lot of area for me to try to figure out where she's at. I guess the one thing I can do is span through and hopefully find her fleet, but that's a lot of moves. If I can't find her this time, this is gonna... Well, I do plan to make some other gameplay recorded stuff where I'm gonna do some certain challenges and things. So if I ever get the chance to, hopefully I can try to get Sylvie into my, Sylvie? I'm bad at pronouncing words and names. Hopefully I can get her into my fleet if I can find her. I talked to her that one time, but I didn't realize if you talk to her again later on, like, you might be able to get her. Actually, I'm surprised. These are my guys, hi there. Okay. I don't know if I have the... How do you spawn something in? I'm not used to spawning stuff in. And I think I did put a mod that allows you to do that, maybe? Yeah, I kind of figured that I might have to talk to her again, because I know that I tried to talk to her like every now and then, but I guess I needed to fulfill a certain condition that allowed me to maybe recruit her, which is most likely doing the endgame stuff. But I didn't realize her fleet just disappeared on me. Wait, am I going too far off? Am I going to the right place? Yeah, I'm going to the right place. Trying to think of anything that I had a huge issue with when going through the UAF stuff, but pretty much it was straightforward. It wasn't bad. The one thing, I mean, you already saw a bit of my past reaction. The special access shop was really nice. If you kind of did a lot of explorations and didn't trade in those things, it's a good alternative. Especially since I really didn't like the surveys being used for just money and giving it to the Galactica Academy. Like, oh, shoot, I can get like some better equipment over here in the UAF instead. So that was a very nifty perk. And once again, that wasn't something that I remembered back then when I played. So that was a huge plus. Granted that I didn't really abuse it as much, because I decided to try to get everything. Oh, well, I guess my question is, since I'm a big fan of the Forza Arena 2, you get to do more with that ship, or is it already finalized? So that's because she was set to only AFK on the planet for a certain amount of days. Yeah. I'm just replaying the moment she pulled out the gun and almost killed me. That still terrifies me to this to this day, especially when I had to figure out, oh shoot, it's gonna be one of these choices. Like, will one of them really mess me up and do what I did with Mantis and Crow? I'm still also replaying that part now in my head too, where it's like, oh yeah, let me say how. Of course, that was a dumb thing for me to say, but brain just wanted to select it in the beginning. That -30 really does hurt to fix. Alright, so we should be fine now. All I'm gonna do is go to the space station and see. I'm hoping they have a... Oh, wait. Oh, they have something else that I kind of need, though. Hey there, legal arms trader. I'm gonna use you to get a bunch of weapons that I kind of need to outfit these new super capital ships. Other things that I have about the UAF stuff. I would say that for the weapons and the other than the semi-breeze, and I think a fair amount of the missiles I was okay with, but with me playing around with the ballistics and some of the energy stuff, I kind of steered away from it. Granted that it is very fun and nice to see. It's just in terms of how I kind of go about with invigorating the flux in certain things, like I try to, yeah, I kind of avoided it. But I remember aesthetically I did like, I remember way back then when I was first playing with it, I really liked the fact that it was heavy in the projectile ballistic sort of department, and then there's the hybrid ones too, but a lot of explosions, a lot of like cannon based stuff. And it's reminded me of like a bunch of battleships as well. There's a lot of fighters though. The fighters pretty fast, pretty dangerous. I'm trying to think of some other things. Yeah, it's just, especially with the mimics, they were interesting, especially when I further developed the, or as I continued to do a bunch of them for pro. I remember the mimics, like I mentioned earlier, they started to get semi-breeze on their ships, and that was starting to be a challenge and also scary, but it was fun too, because it was like, oh shoot, I'm not the only one with nukes, they have nukes too, we could blow each other up. But then again, there's like several other factions in the game that I put that are from various mods that are now terrifying me, because it's like, oh shoot, these guys can do this too. That's perfectly understandable as part of my gameplay narrative. I plan to make them side grades of vanilla. I want the vanilla guns to be cooler than the UAF, because UAF is so inexperienced compared to the sector tab. However, I am true to my lore. Nobody would play weak in the dog faction. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. They're especially with how they're outfitted. Like a good chunk of them are dangerous as they are. Like the Forza Arena still, I kind of once again biased towards it, especially with how it has this armor plating and how tanky it can be. What else? And it does make sense if you put it in that aspect too, especially with what they had to go through. So that fits. I like that. You're kind of like the, well, obviously they're the new faction in the lore, or in the Starsector vanilla stuff, but yeah, they're like slowly getting themselves better through experimentation and just going through a bunch of stuff. Kind of wish the Iron Shell, well, I know I could force it, but it's not updated yet, so I wanted to actually explore that too. There's a lot of mods that I remember playing in the past that's not up to date yet to what this version of Starsector is. I remember these Galactic Tech guys too were a mod that I was trying to get into, but yeah, when I was re-updating my mod list, I saw they were updated, so hoping that they can get updated later on. Alright, I need to focus. What am I trying to grab? I'm trying to grab the Nightcross stuff. I'm looking for the tarantulas. Because I'm going to be using a lot of them for a lot of my guns. Along with this thing. I should grab a lot of these. Although I don't know if you're well versed in modding, but I also find out the hard way that the game isn't as moddable as it sounds. I can't prevent my fact ship from overly spamming certain ships and breaking the balance. Oh, okay. Good to know. Yeah, I'm not heavily versed in modded stuff. All I can do is just, you know, consume it and appreciate all the stuff that I'm seeing. Honestly, if I saw a lot of ships that had semi-breeze, I would be terrified. Actually, scratch that. I think I did bump into a fleet that was kind of like that. Because that's modded thing with the space defense missions. I remember I accidentally called, or I was facing against Aurorian ships. And I remember the moment I spawned in, the space station was destroyed. And I think it's due to that fleet having like multiple semi-breeze on their super carriers and I think on some of their missile ships. And granted that they blew themselves up too in the process. They destroyed the space station. I kind of failed in that space mission defense, which annoyed me because I was like, oh great, they just kind of nuked the space station before I could even try to defend it. But yeah, I mean, if you can't really control like what can spawn in terms of the fleet, it's still fine. I find it a challenge when like it's random, especially with those space defense missions where it's like utterly random in terms of what they have, and bumping into the mimics and whatnot that has the semi-breeze just makes me just, you know, turn on the switch and be like, okay, yeah, I gotta be super careful because now they got semi-breeze as well. I'm not the only one with semi-breeze. They have semi-breeze. Well, we're all playing with nukes right now. Granted that, once again, there's other factions I've been bumping into where it's like, they have some super weapons I have no clue how to deal with. Let me use the semi-breeze. And then, worst part is, if the semi-breeze can't kill them, I'll be like, Force Arena 2, go. Hopefully, I can win and survive. Like, because of this new mod that I'm using too, the Forza Arena 2 has been a kind of alternative go-to where I can take care of some scarier things and be like, yeah, I don't want, yeah, no, I'm gonna see if I can tank you. And then what's worse is if I don't have any sort of response using those two, it's like, alright, hopefully my other ships and fleets and other people can do a bit more work compared to my sorry butt. I mean, the semi-breeze, okay, so the one thing is, especially with me adding all these other faction modded too, I feel like they're some of them are really good at stopping semi-breeze. Granted that, one, I don't shoot into blind spot, and then two, it's, yeah, I shoot at their blind spot or I make them shoot all their point defense and get them fluxed out to the point where I'll shoot my nukes at them. I guess one faction I'll bring up, since I've been bumping into a lot of issues with them, is the main phase labs. I don't know how new they are, but when I was trying to use semi-breeze against them, they had really good fighters and really good point defense. And it got to a point where when I find multiple semi-breeze, well, if it's just one of my guys, which is myself, they kind of stop it pretty fast. If there's like two of us shooting at them, we could get at least one of them, but their point defense is just something else, along with the onslaughts too. And then there's also the Stargazer guys, which are the red, weird AI things that I still don't know how to bump into them. They're pretty deadly too in terms of like point defense stuff. Okay, what am I looking for? I'm looking for the Boltec guys. I want their lasers and other things. You know what? I can worry about that later. Here, take that. I need to find a base defense mission I can do. That's one thing I'm proud about my UAF. It's versatile and adaptable depending on the player's need. Yep, I would say aesthetically too, your ships are pretty eye-catching, which is why I kind of always go for the... I remember when I was doing Captain X's gameplay in the past, when I was first getting back into Starsector again, it was like, oh shoot, that's an Aurorian ship. I'm a pirate. I'm gonna go grab your ships. I'm gonna go grab those Aurorian ships. I really like them. But then I also bumped into the Forza Arena Mark II, and then I started to like that as well. Alright, I like how when I'm streaming, it's like, oh yeah, we don't have any space defense missions. Give me a space defense mission, gosh darn it. But yeah, in all honesty though, when I was going through my recording sessions and going through the UAF, I was expecting... I mean, it took a while literally for me to get to the point where I went through all of the UAF, but I was expecting a bit more, especially with Crow, because he, one, gave me that anomalous stuff, but obviously I didn't know. But I still went through it, and I still got him to at least 100% in terms of his rep build up. Actually, I think the one thing I was hoping for is just bumping into Mantis again. Yeah, Mantis hot. Alright, what am I here for? Trying to find a space defense, right. Alright, there's one here, but I'm worried about... Okay. Alright, let me let me do a save. There's a high chance... Oh gosh, I actually has some Aurorian stuff too. Oh, this is gonna be a fun space defense. You want a fun fact about Pro? What's the fun fact? Is it something I can use to blackmail against them? I wouldn't mind. Actually, no. There's nothing wrong with him. I didn't mind the guy. Yeah, I honestly don't have any beef with him. I only did a stupid move that made me very questionable at that. He's a mid-game content. Okay, game. Don't be dumb on me. It's gonna fix this up a bit. But I can see that. Pro stuff, the anomalous missions in themselves in terms of the rewards are nice. They do give you a fair amount of drops too. Like I got several semi-breeze through those missions. Granted that you take care of those ships with semi-breeze. Actually, I guess I could bring that up. I'm curious about the automatas. Because there was that one fleet after you talked to Crow in Mantis for the first time that stopped to kind of give you a warning or say like, hey, they're watching you. Are we going to be fighting a lot more of them later too? Rogue automatas? I'm trying to remember my lore stuff. For the UAF. However, I needed a permanent way for the player to farm keycards. Ah, that's fair enough. Yeah, those are a good way for it, especially if you want to upgrade the links too. Unless you find it out through surveys or through the little conversations through the taverns where someone could give you information on the UAF P card or stash. That would be hard, especially if you need a higher grade one too. I think before I found the anomalous mission stuff, I found like a few key cards, but I never got anything. I think the highest I got was a green, but I never found an orange. I got an orange key card now through those anomalous missions. Wait, is this the right station? No. The station I need to go to is... It's this one, the listening post. This one's gonna be a doozy. This is gonna be several fleets. Since I'm in endgame mode. and I've been doing a lot of these space defense missions with this thing. It's gonna be very, very, very nasty. There's a lot of both tech guys I'm dealing with, the avionics, the HMI, the Aurorian Automata Expeditionary Division, and Baltic Coalition. The Baltic Coalition is gonna be a doozy, because actually even these HMI guys, because they have big ships. I'm gonna accept it though. This is gonna be fun. They might blow up my other stations too. So I'm gonna have to plan this accordingly since we're fighting multiple ships back. Well, no, not really. I'm right next to a space station, so I can try to repair my ships. But this is gonna be a fight. Yes, that's the account where you've been introduced properly into the Automata side of the UAF. You see what I mean by mid-game, right? Correct, so despite Automata being well-armed here, more of their contents are mostly about exploration behind UAF arrival into the sector. Ah, okay. Yeah, because I can agree that Pro is a mid-game sort of difficulty. Then, well, it does scale too properly, because I think in the very beginning when I started his quest 2, the fleets weren't that dangerous, but as I continue increasing his favor, and also I feel like they get attacked by special task group. Oh, I don't want you to attack my special task group. Come on, game. These space defense are questionable too, with spawning in so much cred. I think they're attacking one of my space stations right there too. Come on. Okay, I'll move around. Yeah. Testing 1 2. Okay, it can hear my dialogue, but the game in itself and my camera in itself is frozen, so I have the derpy looking face right now. I will try to talk through this. Are you working out? Yeah. Yeah, this space defense stuff. Too much ships are coming into the game. Alright, I'll give it some time, hopefully. Work. God damn it. Being derpy right now. Alright. You fixed yourself? But yeah, in my opinion, Crow's a good leeway into like just getting into higher difficulty stuff. And then there's also you still doing the contacts as well on the side. The contacts can get a bit hard with their mission if they give you a certain, well, I guess it also depends on what mods you have and whatnot, but the one thing is that one fleet that has the resurrect stuff, yeah, that was the Dorito. I guess that's what some people call it, the Dorito looking ship. Yeah, that ship was a surprise to see. Okay, yeah, they're fighting against Scar's group. Now, in all honesty, I kind of want to see the other ships better not be attacking. They did not get all these other ships I had to deal with. Oh my god. Alright, so... Oh, Jesus. Alright. Scar's fleet's gonna die. We're gonna... Oh gosh. I'm gonna laugh at this to give me something. Alright. So here's the thing, the Boltec guys were the one faction that was a huge issue in X's gameplay. The reason why is because their weapons are something. Not only that, their ships themselves are quite aggressive. So I'm not gonna put any of my ships, well, I'm gonna put a few of my ships out there, but I want to see if this special task group that I've been working with can... actually, I'm looking at it. It is mixed up with some other fleets too. I'm gonna send a couple of my guys out. Most likely it's gonna be the mechs. But yeah, there's a lot of the Boltec ships coming at me, and they're big. I'm hoping they don't spawn in a lot of those super carriers though. But yeah, I wanted to include more ships and mentions to relevant characters eventually. I'm trying to think. Yeah, this is a patrol fleet that's also mixed into it. Because I know I didn't give this special task group those ships. Obviously, that red Xanic is part of the special task group. You know what? Let's go to the tactical map, see if that plays out a bit more. I'm kind of concerned about what's being spawned into the field. That's Boltec, that's the Automatas. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Oh wait, where's your bodyguards? YouTube, protect that one. As for the what's the one mod? Come on, armature. Yeah, this certain mech is like very familiar to a certain shipping gun. Yeah, I'm having this on 1x speed right now because I'm trying to make. What happens if I put you on 2? Alright, you could do better if I put it on 2. Oh no. I just see something I do not like right off the bat. I'm putting you back on 1. Yeah, this guy. That was a ship I'm kind of worried about, especially depending on what sort of guns he has. Those missiles? Those are missiles. You should retreat. I do not want you to charge into that by yourself. Holy snap. That is you by yourself dealing with that. No. No. You're not going to survive that. Not only that, it's also a... That's a Strike Elite cruiser. Have I seen that before? No. Oh, wait. Oh, that's what it is. I thought it was this one. Yeah, no. Don't charge into that. That has a bunch of guns. That has a missile. A large missile. I don't want you to run into that. No. Also, you're not going to do well against all these, characters, you. Okay, how am I gonna... What? How do I want to command you? You can charge at that. I'm kind of glaring at it because it's like... you were working fine earlier, now you're just acting derpy. I might... have to lower down the ship sets on the screen for now because I think because I'm putting the face camera on, it is not being receptively well with this. Let's go with 400. Hopefully I can still edge through this. Oh my god, you blew up my thing. Yeah, I guess the one thing I will say is that the fighters are deadly. I think it was a bunch of fighters that blew up. Maybe? Shit. I don't know. There's Zania could have Zanac. They call it Zania. It was dying on the last breath. Come on. Yeah, I really like that when I was streaming it. Well, granted that I did increase the number, but not only that, I didn't listen to the video. Now it's kind of stabilizing itself, but now I'm staring at this shit firing its damn giant laser in this one. Okay, this should kind of help entrench to it, but what the fuck? I did not want her to die. That's why I don't like these guys. They're giant weapons. So, I had to fight several of those in the field. Where's my Xanax? No, you're not Xanax. What is this? I don't know what it's called. But, yeah, this thing needs to die. But it is very tanky in itself. It doesn't have any shields, but it's just tanky. Man, they shot my pilot. I'm still mad about that. I'm salty about that. That pilot has been trying to fix... I've been trying to make sure she survives. Wait, no. Hold up. Where are you? You, guard that one. Alright, so how many... So one of my special task group guys, Xanac, died. Got shot down. One of my pilots got shot down. Hopefully we can take care of this thing. So, it's gonna take some time to redo this mission. We can have some pilots. Big and dangerous, but it does have these shields. It does take some time to get it out. This will be like about this. Yeah, I'm gonna tell this one to retreat. I don't want it to get damaged. You fall back, you stay up on the field. I'm gonna call in... Oh wait, I can't call in anything. Oh yeah, because I decreased the cap. Oopsies. I guess we'll zoom in on... What do you deal with? Yeah, so the one thing is I've been touring around with the armored guys in these events, but I wanted them to do that. It was very hard for me to figure out what to put the mods into. You don't figure out, hey, I'm just giving you a simple. The other problem is they can get out of the field. Well, technically I can't get the field. Usually what I tend to do is just put safety override on them, let them do like an extra damage. Get damage and just whatever they can on the field before I have to call them out to get them off the fight. But they have it pretty stable compared to me just giving them all this stuff. Which is pretty much safety override, the go on ×2. We can go faster now. It looks like if I'm gonna stream, I can't really push it to 600. How to do it out of like a certain reasonable number, or the original number. Is that my ship? No. Okay, yeah. The one thing is, if I'm not personally controlling these guys, the Ultra Graves, they're gonna get themselves killed. Actually, whoa. I'm guessing these guys are just like kind of forming up around whoever needs to be. Really? Okay, let me call in. I guess I'll do Nara shit. This one's a fun one to watch. Alright. No problem. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by, Ty, and telling me about the hidden super shit. After this space depends on most likely on this stream. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember. Man, you're still alive. But then again, I've built them in a way where they last for as long as possible. Wait. Oh, you're still up on the field too. I might want you to retreat. You are actually damaged. How are you still alive? Oh wait, hey, it's one of those guys. Oh, that's not gonna work. Yeah, listen, Nara, help your bro out. Oh, no, I died. Oh no, you are way too close to him. Wait, where's everyone else? Huh? I am very confused. I thought there was okay, that's not good. Now we're shooting that. Oh wait, this Scar shit. Okay, we should be... Wow, you're charging in. Why are you charging in like that? Okay, this ship. Okay, I know what I might need to do with it. I'll get rid of the lasers, and I know how to build this one, I think. That one's super aggressive. Holy snap, just charge it. I would... Our ship is really damaged. I can't even tell them to, like, retreat. Hopefully... Yeah, we gotta fall back and try to get out. Okay, I know what to do with it. We should get this... That That's actually impressive. Alright, I kind of had doubts with this earlier, but that ship is doing some crazy stuff with it. Where's that ship? I kind of want to keep eyes on it. I do want to make sure it doesn't get itself. Yeah. If I can get it to not eat up so much stuff. The fact that aggressively is there's a contrast from what Nara is doing over here, which I think... Yeah, fighting its own sort of type is supposed to get me kind of... Let's get a shot at that. Oh no, that's not good. Oh, they got wiped. Alright, they're retreating. You're taking a while to go up. Giving me reminders of why, but not as much. Oh yeah, I forgot to swap it out. See that engagement. That knife weapon. All that. What to pull out, what to pull out, what to pull out. I'ma grab you. Has no escorts. I don't think it needs one. Gotta help against that. Okay, I'm kind of surprised it's pretty fast. Alright, the Xanac got itself destroyed. No, it retreated. Okay, that's good. Alright, you're still not surprisingly. The one thing is we're not even getting done with most of these guys. They still have the bigger shits I'm worried about. Did not realize this on the top. That's still alive. It needs to die. Yeah, my allies won't be able to really take care of that. My bigger guys should be able to do it. I don't think I want it. I'll just grab this one, but all my other that's giant. They're still wrecking stuff up there. Meanwhile, you're just staying out to the side. Okay, that's much of this exciting. That's not ideal. Oh god. I'm gonna replace our missiles too. It's gonna be so fast. You have that stupid laser. Oh no. Oh wow, you actually think that. Alright, that's one fleet out of a lot. Okay, is my space station in this? Where's oh my, it's only just been fighters and just explosions and death for the enemy. Body will just get stopped. Granted, I need to go to the other one. Massacre. It really hit the thing so hard it actually I do want to see it. Oh wait. my alternative So I use this ship. I really don't want to use you. What the heck is this? Laser gun? I want my full tech one. I don't know how I feel about this. Sitting on this one. I'm trying to figure out how I would want to model this. What are you doing? Oh no, retreat. That's a missile. Most likely you're doing a recording or stream. Depending on what happens tomorrow, I might stream again. Maybe. Looking at how this is playing out, maybe I want to just do a recording. Game froze up on me too. Well, just trying to figure out so. Alright, that's 4 million. Alright, that is pretty much it for this stream. Wanted to kind of do a reaction to the endgame ships. I still need to toy around with one of them. The other one, I really don't want to use it for combat purposes. But yeah, that is pretty much it with this stream. Will I do this again some other time? I don't know, depends. Testing it out. Have to lower down a lot of stuff. Especially me using the face cam, so I might just stick with recordings maybe, so it can bear through it and it doesn't have to worry about like trying to stay online and whatnot. But yeah, that is pretty much it with this stream. I will maybe stream some other stuff, but I don't know about Starsector. If I get to a certain point somewhere again, maybe. But yeah, I think I explored a good chunk of the UAF stuff. Might actually do more of a recorded session of me like really testing out these ships. Well, granted that I think for just Novaria, let me actually put you and integrate you in it. It makes sense for me to fully integrate you into it. Where's your special? Wait a second. Are you already fully integrated into you? Oh, it is. It is fully integrated, so I don't need to worry about that phase. But this one, I think she earned it. I will integrate you into this ship because you have done fairly well for a long time with it. So you're gonna get integrated. This one, I need to get the guns. I'm waiting for the This one, I think you're fully integrated, aren't you? I think it is. Yeah, you're fully integrated in it. You build a lot of experience with that fight, though. Oh, I can select a person. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Yeah, I want her to be cautious. I think this is the same one that can change it, but in all honesty, her being fearless is really nice. I think I could do the same with you too, yeah. Fearless isn't bad for this one either. This one kind of wanted to be cautious. Yeah, I want to test that one out. This deteriorated over time. I am very tempted to just make an AI special task group. I might do that. I haven't really used you as much. Which is a shame because I used you in the past so many times, but with all these newer guys, getting to a point where I was like, yeah, kind of want to just stick with this. Alright, that is it. So, see you guys in the next one. Peace.